Hey, what's up, guys? Today's episode, we will be discussing our review for Stephen King's Dark Tower. Joining me on the panel today
is Ian Triggs.
And Jacob Peterson. What's up, you sweaty little nerds?
So, a lot of good things to kind of dive into in this review. Kind of keep it short and sweet. Probably some of the best parts about this movie that I can kind of pull out, and I think we can all agree on, is yes. Idris Elba as Roland, the gunslinger, and Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black. I feel like they really did a pretty good job.
Their chemistry was really good.
And with the character, I don't know the actor, but the kid that played Jake.
Jake,
I think it was Jake Chambers, correct?
Yeah.
He was.
I believe he was pretty decent.
Yeah, he was a pretty decent actor. So for those of you not familiar, just really quick, it's the story of Jake, who goes into another dimension through a portal on his Earth, makes it to was it not Keystone Earth? Keystone Earth is Earth that we know. Midworld.
Yeah, Midworld.
It goes to Midworld.
I wanted to say Mid-Earth. But...
Yeah, Midworld, where Roland and the Man in Black exist, and basically he's seeing visions of these two characters, and a lot of stuff's going on, and so it's basically up to Jake and Roland to protect
the Dark Tower.
Protect the Dark Tower from falling, because the Dark Tower separates and keeps barriers of protection across all different worlds and dimensions.
Right.
So I think we can all agree the characters were pretty well done. Some of the motivations and some of the motivations and the character development were kind of lacking in certain aspects.
Right. I mean, in certain areas, but with those three, though...
Those three were good.
Because, I mean, Roland's whole reason for fighting the Man in Black was, I mean, A, he's a gunslinger. That's what he's meant to do.
Right.
And B, I mean, he killed his father, so he's going... personally, he's got a personal vendetta going after him. So.
Right. So, I'd like to say that I think we kind of talked about this in our non-spoiler review, but the whole bit where I think this is a really good August movie.
Yeah,
we saw this.
It was really
good
well placed for
I don't feel like this movie would have worked if it wasn't released kind of in this time frame. I don't think this movie would have done as well.
Yeah, because I mean,
released it in May.
Because I mean, if they did it in the middle of the summer, you've got this probably would have flopped. Well, not flopped, but it wouldn't have done.
It barely made opening weekend numbers. Right. Basically, it barely made the number one spot.
If this was released, say with Wonder Woman or something,
it would have got drowned out. Drowned out.
So I think we kind of all agree on that. I think it's a good placement. I don't particularly understand why it's getting the hate that it got, or not the hate, but the kind of
criticism,
the big criticisms it got. I feel like it
was
a
good movie.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. It was kind of this really nice middle ground where it was entertaining. I had a good hour and 40-minute entertainment.
Yes.
So I don't know the director, and I don't know who composed the film.
He's kind of new to me.
But I felt like he did a decent job adapting this movie.
Yes.
And I feel like the best part about this movie, I think if you go see it, is the characters. I think just to watch Idris Elba, Matthew McConaughey, and
their chemistry, their chemistry together was really, really well. They worked great on screen.
So I mean, we just wanted to keep it short and sweet for you guys. So we can discuss a little bit more, a few things because we got a little bit of time. How did you guys feel on the production quality? I feel like the best bits of this movie were either whenever we saw Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba on screen, or when they were doing action.
I mean, Ian.
Go ahead. Throw it to you, Ian.
I'll say all three, between Idris Elba, Matthew McConaughey. I'm sorry, and the action scenes. I think that's where the meat of the quality was.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, and then what about you? You kind of were pointing out things about the gunplay.
Yeah, well, that was just me being. I mean, that was just me being a nitpicky gun nut. So there's that. But but I really did like the gunplay that Idris Elba did. Like the one part where he focused and shot a guy
shot one of the kidnappers.
Yeah, shot one of the kidnappers who was trying to nab Jake from 60 yards away through
a whole cornfield, I think.
Yeah, like a window, a cornfield, a shirt hanging from a clothesline. Like
In
it
the
was,
midst of all that
it
chaos
was,
and noise.
it was crazy.
And the fact that he was
And-
weakened too.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it
'Cause
was,
he had that
yeah,
poison.
he was sick or something. And also the final battle between him and the Man in Black, just how it ends. And spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie yet, how he Roland offs the Man in Black.
We shall definitely
Right.
see. He
Yeah.
might because he's a very powerful sorcerer. He might bring him back. Who knows?
But yeah, I mean to get back on track, the production quality for me was all in the gunplay. It was really that is where I think they made most of their money at.
Yeah, I think now I will say though the one disappointing bit to kind of go into things I didn't like. I feel like some of the best parts of the movie were spoiled in the trailers. Like
Yeah.
his whole like the whole quote about the main quote of the gunslinger. It's like I don't
Yeah,
shoot with my hand.
Right,
Which-
like the creed or the
Yeah,
same.
I feel like
It's the gunslinger oath.
yeah, the Gunslinger Oath was was a little Assassin's Creedy, but
Well, you have to understand this was way before Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
Stephen King. This was I don't know when the Gunslinger series was
so
written.
this was so I think
So Assassin's Creed would have stolen, or not stolen, but they basically kind of
got the idea.
got the idea of a. But anyways, I didn't really mind that. But like, I will say this: that some of the best action scenes, like him reloading the gun really fast,
That was
catching
fun.
the gun with the bullets in the cartridge really
That was
fast.
fun, yeah.
I mean that, but those were all great, and it was good seeing him again in the movie
Right.
in context of what the scene was happening. But you see some of the best bits of like
In
you
the
see
trailer.
you see some of the bits of him fighting the Man in Black at the end in the trailer. You see
Right.
him doing the
The final
cool
fight.
long
Roll
shot
up.
you were talking
Yeah.
about. You see all those bits in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one kind of disappointing thing that I think was that I have about the movie, the one gripe. But I mean, that's totally different. Like that's marketing versus the team who made the movie.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
not the team who made the movie's fault that the marketing team used all those
Yeah.
bits.
Right.
So I blame that more on I think
The
it was
marketing.
Sony
Yeah.
or whoever. I think it was,
No,
I think it was, no, this
Warner
was. I think
Brothers?
this was Sony Pictures. Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's. Is there anything you guys kind of want to touch on?
I think that's it, man.
Well, to
Yeah.
give our wrap up, I'd probably, on a scale of 1 to 10, or not a scale of 1 to 10. We decided we were going to do more of a
Grading system.
a grading system.
Right.
I would give this film probably a C plus. I was entertained, but I would definitely recommend you go see it. But I would definitely say it's not great and it's not bad.
Bad.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a good, decent
It's in that
use
gray
of your
area.
good way to spend an afternoon. What about you, Ian?
I'll give it. Well, personally, for my opinion, I'll give it a B just because I'm a big fan of Idris Elba. Like anything he's in, I'm down for it.
I would
In the store.
I would have to say my grade would probably be a B minus.
Mhm.
I mean, like all the things you said, it was a very entertaining movie. It wasn't Oscar worthy by any means.
No. Mm-mm.
But it wasn't Batman versus Batman and Robin bad. It was right in the middle, very entertaining, and I mean, it's worth the $10 to go see it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our review for Stephen King's Dark Tower. We hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.
see you guys.
That's all for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching.
And be sure to like this video and subscribe.
And click the link in the description below to follow us on social media.
See you guys next time.